white boy who laid it down in Charlotte, D.C. And now the country boys all around the world POD. He got it knocked out. He popping bubbles.
So let's get into the individual retirement accounts. So as we look on the IRS.gov, we see that the first account they have is an individual retirement account, an IRA. Now with the traditional IRA, that's a pre-tax account where you're taking your money and, if you're under 50, you can put $6,000 in each year. If you're over 50, then the IRS allows you to put $7,000 in each year. So you're putting $6,000 in, and depending on your, adjusted gross income, then you can take that $6,000 that you put into the account and you can deduct it from your taxes. So you say, okay, when you're filing your taxes at the end of the year, you'll put in and say, hey, I paid $6,000 into my IRA, and you get a deduction against that on your taxes. If you're putting that in with a Roth. Now a Roth is where you're saying, I'm paying after tax money, and I'm not gonna deduct it at the end of the year when I file my taxes, but I am making that contribution each year. And if you keep that money in the account for over 5 years, when you pull those funds out, you don't have to pay the federal income tax on that. Now, there are exclusions, and of course, there is a limit of when you can pull the money out without having to pay a penalty, and the penalty is 10%. So the IRS says that you have to be 59 and a half in order to take the money out of your IRA account without paying a 10% early withdrawal penalty. Now, you can pull the money out anytime you want, but if you pull it out early before you're 59 and a half, then you will be subject to a 10% early withdrawal penalty. And that's both the Roth and the traditional IRA. Now, there are exclusions, though, that you can take the money out before 59 and a half if you're using it for medical expenses, first-time home buyers, and college tuition. And there are, other exclusions that you can use. And again, you want to go to irs.gov, and it will list all of the exclusions that you can take the money out without having to pay a 10% early withdrawal penalty.